Stop crying. Gadsen Records is here with relationship advice.
Totally. Well, the relationship advice is not just for your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever it is. It applies in business. It really applies anywhere. I would say that bad times are gonna come. You're gonna work with people you're not gonna like, etc., etc. You gotta figure out why and what's more important to keep going. And if you study anybody who's been successful, there is massive times that tried them. People slept in cars, people sold their body, people have done a lot of questionable things to live a specific life that other millions of people are trying to live. So, the relationship advice is I gave it earlier today actually, but when you're dealing with people that you don't like or people aren't giving you what they want, what you have to do is stay focused on the end goal and what you're going to be and what you're going to have. And when you're speaking to somebody that's not trying to let you get there, or they're hurting you, or they're whatever to you, you have to either change the way you're communicating with that person, 1, 2, you need to cut them out, or 3, you got to speak to somebody else closer to that person and ask them to intervene, because you have to stay focused on the end goal. And an interesting thing I read is when you're in a boxing ring and you get punched, you're not gonna take off all your gloves and get mad and go home. No, because you expected to get punched in the boxing ring. So in the world of business and music and everything, it's really the same. Everybody's trying to reach their end goal, but you have to stay focused on yours. So when that time comes and somebody punches you in the ring, you just gotta stay focused, not take it personally, and you just gotta maneuver to get to the end goal. You gotta get over that next hurdle. So the more and more you can look at life as these hurdles and you getting towards your goal, the more successful you'll be. So very simple, very, very simple. Stay focused on the goal. Everything else will fall into place. Somebody says something bad to you, mean, whatever, just smile. And that's the relationship advice, So get your head up and contact us at Gadsen Records.
The number one problem for musicians is getting heard. How do you even know if you have a great song if the masses haven't heard it? Your solution is here with MusicUpNext.com. Get on major radio and blogs for a year using the MusicUpNext.com service, so you don't have the problem that every other musician has. Simply send us a radio-ready WAV or MP3 file. Answer interview questions for blog placements, and boom, you will be seen and heard on blogs and radio for a year. Amazing. How can Music Up Next make such an amazing thing happen? Because of years of research, funding, and technology advancements, we have been able to develop deals with key strategic partners like Songcast, OnlinePublicityService.com, and Wilson & Hunt to finally solve the problem that's keeping every independent musician up at night, getting heard, like the major artists you hear every day. Combine radio play, publicity, and a free guide of what to do with your new exposure, and you have the opportunity of a lifetime to grow your career. Before you submit your music, here are some things to consider.
First off, it gotta be hot. I don't care where you from. We can grow up in the same family. If it ain't jamming, it won't jam here, you know what I'm saying? So that's first and foremost, it gotta be hot.
Make sure your stuff is clean. We cannot play nothing with the NBF word, and that's not just this station, that's any station.
Repetition equals retention. The more audiences hear references, the more they will remember you.
Radio play is awesome, but with your MusicUpNext.com yearly package, you also receive a complimentary one-time press release and blog submission, courtesy of OnlinePublicityService.com. Don't be like all the other musicians that simply have music out there. People want to know your story and why they should become your fan. Use MusicUpNext.com service to complete the loop in your fans' mind about why they should spend dollars on your brand and music. According to CDBaby.com, it cost an independent musician $10,000 to independently create and record a 12-track album. It would make sense that only paying $3.99 to get the single on the radio and your story on blogs for a year's worth of promotion is a downright steal. That's right, only $3.99 for a year's worth of radio play and blog promotion. And if you would love to take advantage of this offer for a limited time, only Music Up Next is offering a payment plan that allows you to get started today and pay only $25 per week. Wow. Set aside only a few dollars a day and get your music on some of the biggest platforms such as Indie Artist Radio, Shoutcast Networks, TuneIn Radio, and iTunes Radio. And of course, log in at any time and see who is listening to your music in real time. So you're telling me I get radio play for my single for a year, an article on blogs, and tracking real time to see my radio spins for payments as low as $25 per week? Yes. Don't wait. Per our association agreement, there is only 200 slots available per year to musicians. Artists are signing up every day. Take action now. Will you be one of the 200 artists to take your career to a new level? Sign up today.